Workshop Summary. Michael Kompenick presents an engaging songwriter workshop focused on enhancing melody development using the PREVADE method: present, repeat, vary, deconstruct. The workshop's goal is to guide participants in crafting a 3-minute pop song by leveraging familiar chord progressions and a structured 9-step process. Key steps include building a cohesive chord progression, constructing an 8-bar verse, utilizing techniques such as copying and pasting melody components. Illustrative examples are drawn from well-known songs, including Paul Simon's "Still Crazy After All These Years." Participants will also learn how to refine musical transitions and integrate additional elements using one or more approaches identified in the document 15 techniques to vary a simple melody, as well as explore advanced techniques like 4-note permutations. To support ongoing learning, attendees will be able to purchase a thumb drive with the course materials for a very special price. This workshop is designed to empower songwriters by equipping them with practical skills and creative strategies to enhance their craft. Welcome to the Songwriter Workshop. Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Kompenick, and I'll be guiding our workshop today. I'd like to emphasize that my role here is not as an expert, but as a facilitator. We all bring different levels of songwriting experience to the table, and together we can learn and grow. Songwriting can be immensely frustrating at times, but the flip side is the incredible reward of crafting a song that beautifully communicates your thoughts and connects with others. That sense of achievement is unparalleled. In this workshop, I'll introduce you to a songwriting process that I've been using for some time. It's significantly elevated my craft, giving me more confidence in my work. This process serves as both a roadmap and a tool for course correction when I feel creatively lost or off track. As your facilitator, I'll ensure we stay on schedule and keep the momentum going. My hope is that by sharing this approach, you'll find the same clarity and inspiration in your songwriting journey. Let's get started. Songwriting. Even if you don't have a strong background in music, your passion and inspiration can still lead to creating a great song. By learning some key elements of songwriting, such as understanding song structure, crafting catchy lyrics and melodies, and recording demos to share with an audience, you can successfully express your ideas and connect with listeners. With these tools, you'll be well on your way to becoming a successful songwriter. Songwriting basics. Songwriting is a creative pursuit accessible to everyone, whether you're writing for enjoyment, performance, or even with the goal of making a profit. While many songwriters focus on crafting radio-friendly pop hits, the fundamental techniques of songwriting can be applied to a wide range of musical styles and purposes. What makes up a song? The 4 core musical elements that form the foundation of a song are: 1. Melody, a sequence of single notes that create a distinct and recognizable tune, often represented by the lead vocal line in a song. 2. Lyrics, the words that convey the song's meaning, emotions, or narrative. 3. Rhythm, the pattern of beats and timing that establish the tempo and flow of the song. 4. Harmony, a combination of notes played simultaneously, forming chords that support and enhance the melody. In addition to these elements, songs are organized into structured sections that help define their form and cohesiveness. Why write songs? There are several key motivations for why people write songs. 1. Enjoyment. Many songwriters start by writing music for personal pleasure, as a creative outlet, and to express their emotions without external pressures. 2. Performance. Songwriters often compose songs with the intent of performing them. This involves crafting songs that resonate with and engage an audience. 3. Profit. Songwriting can be pursued as a career, where the goal is to earn income through music sales, royalties, performances, and licensing agreements. Many songwriters find a blend of these motivations drives their work. They may begin writing purely for enjoyment and then evolve to include performances or seek profit as part of their songwriting journey. What you need to know to write songs. Anyone can start writing songs, even if they don't know how to read music or play an instrument. While being able to play an instrument like the guitar or piano can be beneficial, it is not a requirement for songwriting. Songwriters often create lyrics and melodies and then collaborate with musicians who can provide instrumental support and bring their songs to life. Why you don't need to read music to write songs. Many composers rely on musical notation to document their music, but most songwriters craft songs intuitively rather than notating them formally. Songwriting typically involves building melodies and chord progressions organically, without the need for formal scores. Though writing down lyrics and chords can be useful, it's not essential. A variety of tools and technologies, both modern and traditional, are available to support and enhance your songwriting journey. The parts of a song. Songs are typically composed of several key sections, each serving a unique purpose within the structure. The 5 main components of a song are: 1. Verse, a fundamental element that carries the primary narrative or message, often providing context and engaging the listener with storytelling. 2. Chorus, the central, repeated section that usually encapsulates the main theme or hook, designed to be the most memorable part of the song. 3. Pre-chorus, a transitional section that builds anticipation and smoothly leads into the chorus, enhancing its impact. 4. Bridge, a contrasting section that introduces variation and contrast, providing a break from the repetition of verses and choruses. 5. Solo, an instrumental section, typically spotlighting a particular instrument, offering an expressive break and showcasing musical creativity. While not every song includes all 5 components, most incorporate verses and choruses to establish a cohesive and engaging musical narrative. Verse. Verses form the fundamental building blocks of a song and are characterized by the following features. 1. Consistent melody and harmony. Verses often use the same or similar musical structure throughout the song to maintain musical consistency and provide a familiar framework for the listener. 2. Varied lyrics. Each verse typically introduces new lyrics to develop and advance the song's narrative or theme, offering fresh insights or perspectives with each iteration. Songwriters leverage verses to communicate the core message or story, drawing the listener deeper into the song's context and emotional journey. Chorus. The chorus is the most memorable and catchy element of a song, crafted to resonate with the listener. Its key characteristics include: 1. Consistent melody and harmony. The chorus typically maintains the same musical structure each time it appears, reinforcing familiarity and cohesiveness within the song. 2. Repetitive lyrics. The lyrics of the chorus are usually unchanged throughout the song, reinforcing its key messages or emotions and making it easily recognizable and singable. The chorus serves as the anchor or focal point of a song, often delivering the most impactful and emotionally charged content, creating a lasting impression on the listener. Pre-chorus. The pre-chorus serves as a transitional bridge between the verse and the chorus, adding depth and building anticipation. It is sometimes referred to as the setup, climb, build, or B section. Key characteristics of a pre-chorus include: 1. Consistent melody and harmony. The melody and harmony typically remain the same each time the pre-chorus appears, providing a coherent transition. 2. Flexible lyrics. The lyrics in a pre-chorus can remain the same or vary each time it occurs, depending on the song's narrative or structure. While not all songs include a pre-chorus, it effectively builds tension or emotional intensity, which the chorus resolves. This tension can be achieved through musical dynamics, lyrical progression, or a combination of both elements. Bridge. The bridge is a unique section in a song, distinct in both its music and lyrics, and typically occurs only once. It serves several important purposes. 1. Summarize the song's message. The bridge can encapsulate the core message or theme of the song, highlighting its essential ideas. 2. Offer a new perspective. It may introduce a different viewpoint or angle on the song's theme, deepening the listener's understanding and engagement. 3. Introduce a lyrical twist. The bridge can provide a surprising lyrical shift, adding an element of intrigue or revelation. The primary role of the bridge is to create contrast and variety, offering a break from the repetitive patterns of verses and choruses. This contrast adds depth and dynamics to the song, enhancing the overall listening experience. Solo. The solo, or instrumental break, is a segment in a song where the focus is on a particular instrument, such as a guitar, piano, or saxophone, instead of vocals. Here are the key aspects of the solo. 1. Chord progression. Often, the solo is played over the same chord progression as the verse, maintaining musical coherence with the rest of the song. 2. Song structure role. It serves as a pause between verses or builds toward a final, climactic chorus, creating anticipation and momentum. 3. Variety and emotion. The instrumental break adds diversity to the song's structure and can enhance its emotional impact, giving the listener a moment of reflection or intensifying the musical journey. In essence, the solo serves to showcase musical artistry, while breaking the vocal narrative to deepen the overall listening experience. Hooks, intros, and outros. In addition to the primary sections of a song like verses and choruses, there are 3 important elements that enhance the song's structure and engagement: intros, outros, and hooks. 1. Intro. The intro is the opening section that sets the tone for the song. It is often instrumental or features a brief musical phrase. The intro may introduce themes or motifs that may or may not repeat later in the song. Its purpose is to capture the listener's attention, establishing mood and anticipation for what follows. 2. Outro. The outro is the concluding section of a song, bringing it to a close. It often consists of the chorus repeated multiple times, with or without vocals. An outro can feature a gradual fade-out, an instrumental denouement, or a final impactful chord or phrase. It provides a sense of resolution and closure, wrapping up the musical narrative. 3. Hook. The hook is a catchy and memorable musical or lyrical phrase designed to hook the listener. It can appear anywhere in the song, within the verse, chorus, or as a standalone element. A hook can be lyrical, a clever line or phrase, or musical, a catchy riff or melody. Its primary purpose is to make the song memorable and engaging from the first listen. Together, these elements enhance the overall structure and appeal of a song, contributing to its identity and influence on the listener. Song structure and forms. The role of song structure and forms in songwriting. Key concepts. 1. Song structure refers to the sequence and arrangement of various sections of a song, such as verses, choruses, and bridges. Helps maintain a cohesive flow, guiding the listener through musical and lyrical content. 2. Forms refers to specific, recognizable patterns or frameworks that songs often follow, such as AABA, ABAB, verse-chorus structure, or through composed formats. Provides a blueprint for organizing musical ideas, making a song more accessible and relatable. Importance of song structure. 1. Guides listener engagement. A clear structure helps listeners anticipate and follow the progression of the song, creating an intuitive listening experience. 2. Builds intensity and emotion. Structured progression lets songwriters unfold emotional dynamics effectively, such as moving from more introspective verses to a climactic chorus. The artful balance between rising and falling energy enhances the emotional journey. 3. Facilitates memorability. Popular songs often employ familiar structures that make them easier to remember and recognize. The interplay of repetition and variation within a structure aids in imprinting the music on the listener's mind. Common song forms. 1. Verse-chorus form. The most prevalent structure, featuring alternating verses and choruses, sometimes with a bridge for contrast. 2. ABBA form. Consists of 2 verses, a sections, a contrasting bridge, B section, and a return to a final verse, a section. 3. Through composed. A form where each section has unique material, providing continuous development without repetition. An effective use of structure and forms in songwriting not only makes songs more compelling but also enhances their widespread appeal and connection with audiences. Verse-chorus form. The verse-chorus song structure. Overview. The verse-chorus format is a foundational structure in popular music, celebrated for its simplicity and powerful potential for storytelling and emotional resonance. This structure combines narrative progression in the verses with an emotionally impactful and often repetitive chorus. Typical structure. 1. First verse. Introduces the theme or story of the song, setting the scene and mood. Engages listeners with initial melodic and lyrical content. 2. Chorus. Serves as the song's emotional high point or key message. Features catchy melodies and memorable lyrics, often repeated for emphasis. 3. Second verse. Continues the story or develops the theme further, adding depth or perspective. Usually contrasts or complements the first verse while maintaining thematic consistency. 4. Chorus. Repeats the melodic and lyrical impact, reinforcing the song's core message. 5. Solo, instrumental break. Provides variation and interest, offering a musical interlude that can echo themes from the verses or chorus. Often includes improvised or pre-composed sections that highlight instrumental skills. 6. Chorus. Reiterates the central message, solidifying the song's emotional and thematic impact. 7. Outro/final chorus. Concludes the song, sometimes with repeated choruses to intensify the ending. Common variations. 1. Additional verses. Adding a third verse before the final chorus to expand the narrative or enrich the thematic exploration. 2. Front-loaded verses. Introducing 2 or more verses before the initial chorus to establish a detailed storyline or concept. 3. Introductory chorus. Beginning with the chorus to immediately hook listeners with the most compelling part of the song. The benefits of the verse-chorus structure. Repetition and memorability. The repetition of the chorus aids in etching the song into the listener's memory, making it easily recognizable and singable. Intuitive flow. The clear alternation between verses and choruses provides a predictable yet enjoyable progression that listeners find satisfying. Emotional resonance. The contrast between narrative-driven verses and an emphatic chorus heightens emotional dynamics, amplifying the song's overall impact. This popular song form effectively balances storytelling with musical engagement, making it a favored choice for songwriters across diverse genres. Verse-chorus-bridge form. The verse-chorus-bridge song structure. Overview. The verse-chorus-bridge structure is widely used in pop, rock, and country music due to its dynamic and engaging flow. It balances repetition and variation, creating a listening experience that holds attention while being emotionally resonant. Typical structure. 1. First verse. Sets up the story, theme, or emotional context of the song. Provides initial melodic and lyrical material to draw listeners in. 2. Chorus. Delivers the song's main message or hook with a catchy, memorable melody. Often repeated throughout the song to reinforce its central emotion or idea. 3. Second verse. Builds upon the first verse, continuing or elaborating on the narrative or theme. Provides slight variation in lyrics and melody while maintaining connection to the first verse. 4. Solo, instrumental break. Offers a pause from the vocal sections, highlighting musical creativity through an instrumental passage. Often echoes motifs from verses or the chorus, allowing for both repetition and improvisation. 5. Bridge. Introduces contrast, presenting new musical ideas or perspectives often in melody, harmony, or lyrical theme. Acts as a transition to add depth or a turning point before returning to the familiar elements of the song. 6. Chorus. Returns to the chorus for consistency, reinforcing the song's key message and emotional resonance. 7. Outro/final chorus. Concludes the song often with repeated choruses to drive the message home and deliver a strong emotional finish. Purpose of the bridge. Contrast and variation. Provides a departure from the repetitive verse-chorus format, introducing fresh elements to maintain interest. Emotional shift. Can offer introspection, introduce conflict, or shift the perspective before resolving back to the chorus. Dynamic structure. Enhances the song's overall structure, ensuring that it remains engaging and doesn't feel monotonous. Benefits of the verse-chorus bridge structure. Engagement. The inclusion of a bridge helps maintain listener interest by breaking up repetition with a contrasting section. Emotional impact. Provides opportunities for building tension and release, contributing to a satisfying musical journey. Familiarity and creativity. While listeners are drawn to the predictable repetition of choruses, the bridge allows artists to explore creative avenues within a structured framework. This song form expertly marries the familiarity of repetition with the inventive potential of a bridge, making it a staple in diverse musical genres. Verse pre-chorus chorus form. The verse pre-chorus chorus song structure. Overview. The verse pre-chorus chorus structure is a variant of the traditional verse-chorus form. It is popular in modern pop and rock music due to its ability to create excitement and anticipation. Typical structure. 1. First verse. Introduces the song's theme or narrative. Sets the tone and establishes the context with engaging melodies and lyrics. 2. Pre-chorus. Acts as a transition from the verse to the chorus. Builds momentum and tension, heightening anticipation for the upcoming chorus. Often features a distinct or rising melody to create contrast. 3. Chorus. Highlights the main message or hook of the song with a catchy, memorable tune. Repeated multiple times throughout to reinforce its central theme. 4. Second verse. Continues the story or theme, often adding depth or development. Maintains connection with the first verse while introducing slight variations. 5. Pre-chorus. Re-emphasizes the build-up, re-establishing the momentum toward the chorus. Helps maintain listener engagement through familiar yet dynamic progression. 6. Chorus. Reiterates the main hook, ensuring the song's key message is emphasized and memorable. 7. Solo, instrumental break. Provides a breather with musical creativity through an instrumental interlude. Can echo themes from the verses or chorus, offering both consistency and improvisation. 8. Pre-chorus. Reintroduces the anticipatory build-up, seamlessly guiding the listener back to the climax. 9. Chorus. Reinforces the song's main message once more, driving it home with energy and emotion. 10. Outro/final chorus. Often ends with repeated choruses for a powerful conclusion, leaving a lasting impact. Key features. Momentum building. Pre-choruses are key in building tension and anticipation, making each chorus more impactful. Variation without a bridge. The presence of a pre-chorus often negates the need for a bridge, as it already introduces variation and contrast within the structure. Dynamic and engaging. Maintains listener interest by balancing familiarity with musical shifts, contributing to a compelling listening experience. Benefits of the verse pre-chorus chorus structure. Excitement and anticipation. The pre-chorus acts as a suspenseful lead-in to the chorus, elevating emotional engagement. Seamless flow. The natural transition from the verse to the pre-chorus and chorus creates a smooth and coherent musical journey. Modern appeal. Its dynamic and engaging flow aligns well with contemporary tastes, making it a staple in modern pop and rock genres. This structure effectively holds listener attention with its strategic build-ups and memorable choruses, ensuring both emotional resonance and wide appeal. Less common song forms. Less common song forms in popular and folk music. Overview. Before the dominance of rock and pop music, various song structures were prevalent in genres like folk, jazz, and blues. These forms emphasize storytelling, musical progression, and often feature less repetitive structures compared to pop's verse-chorus format. Common structures. 1. ABBA, Tin Pan Alley form. Structure. A. Verse. A. Repeat of initial verse. B. Bridge or contrasting section. A. Return to verse. Characteristics. Common in early 20th century popular music. Offers a strong melodic focus with variation introduced by the contrasting B section. Often used for its memorable and concise format, especially in jazz standards. 2. Through composed. Structure. No repeating sections, each verse or section presents new material. Characteristics. Ideal for narrative-driven songs, allowing the story to unfold progressively. Typically used in art songs or classical compositions where each part enhances the storytelling. Provides flexibility and a linear progression, often creating an evolving emotional landscape. 3. Call and response. Structure. Consists of a musical, call, solo, followed by a response, group answer. Characteristics. Predominantly found in African and African American music traditions, including spirituals and gospel. Enhances interaction between the performer and audience, fostering a communal atmosphere. Can be straightforward or involve intricate variations and improvisations. 4. 12-bar blues. Structure. Based on a specific chord progression over 12 measures, typically involving IIVV chords. Characteristics. Fundamental to blues music, acting as a foundation for countless songs and variants. Offers a consistent and predictable framework conducive to lyrical and instrumental improvisation. Often expresses themes of hardship, resilience, and emotional expression. Key features of these forms. Emphasis on storytelling. These structures often prioritize narrative development and lyrical content, engaging listeners through storytelling. Musical progression. Shifts away from repetitive choruses to explore more varied musical journeys, allowing songs to tell a story or paint a vivid picture. Cultural and historical significance. Many of these forms reflect the cultural and historical contexts of their origins, preserving musical traditions and influences. Versatility and expression. Their less rigid structures provide opportunities for creative expression and adaptation across different genres and styles. Modern usage. While not as dominant in contemporary pop, these forms persist in genres like jazz, folk, blues, and indie music. Modern songwriters may incorporate elements from these forms for artistic expression and to stand out from mainstream trends. These less common song forms enhance the richness and diversity of musical expression, keeping traditions alive while influencing new generations of artists. Verse-verse-bridge-verse, AABA, form. ABBA song form, an overview. Often referred to as the 32-bar form, the AABA song structure was prevalent in music from the 1930s to the 1950s, especially among standards in jazz, pop, and musical theater. Typical structure. 1. First verse, A. Introduces the main theme or idea of the song. Sets the musical tone and lyrical foundation. 2. Second verse, A. Repeats the musical theme while extending or deepening the lyrical concept. Reinforces the melodic pattern established in the first verse. 3. Bridge, B. Provides a contrast in melody and lyrical content. Often shifts the emotional tone or perspective of the song. Creates a sense of relief or variation before returning to the familiar. 4. Third verse, A. Returns to the initial melody and often resolves the song's narrative or thematic arc. Brings closure to the musical and lyrical ideas. Key features. Absence of chorus. Unlike modern verse-chorus forms, ABBA relies on verses and a bridge without a recurring chorus. Offers a concise and memorable melodic format. Contrasting bridge. The bridge serves as a contrasting or instrumental section, adding emotional or thematic variation. highlights the A sections by providing contrast and building anticipation for their return. Historical context. Widely used in early jazz, Tin Pan Alley productions, and classic pop standards of the mid-20th century. Integral to American music's evolution, laying groundwork for diverse genres. Memorable and concise. Often used for its capacity to create memorable melodies within a limited timeframe, enhancing its appeal. Modern usage. Continued relevance. While less dominant today, the AABA form persists in genres such as folk, musical theater, and indie music. Some contemporary songwriters and composers utilize it for its structuring benefits and expressiveness. Influence and adaptation. Elements of the AABA form can inspire modern song structures, providing a framework for innovative songwriting techniques. Conclusion. The AABA song form is celebrated for its elegance and versatility, holding a cherished place in music history. While newer structures may have taken precedence, ABBA continues to captivate artists and audiences with its timeless appeal and structural charm. Verse, AAA or A form. AAA song form, an overview. The AAA song form, also known simply as a form, emphasizes simplicity and storytelling. With its repetitive structure, it has been a staple in traditional and contemporary songwriting, particularly suitable for narrative-driven songs. Typical structure. 1. First verse, A. Introduces the song's theme or story. Establishes the melody that will be repeated throughout the song. 2. Second verse, A. Continues or develops the story introduced in the first verse. Maintains the same melody, allowing the lyrics to carry forward the narrative. 3. Third verse, A. Concludes the story or presents the final thematic resolution. Repeats the established melody, creating a sense of completeness and cohesion. Key features. Repetition of melody. The same melodic line is repeated in each verse, allowing the listener to focus on the evolving lyrics. Facilitates storytelling by providing a stable musical backdrop. Absence of chorus or bridge. Does not include a chorus or a contrasting bridge section. Focuses solely on the verses to articulate the song's message. Storytelling focus. Ideal for songs that emphasize narrative and lyrical progression over melodic variation. Often finds use in traditional folk ballads, blues, and storytelling songs. Consistency and simplicity. Offers a simple structure that is easy to follow, making it popular for both performers and audiences. Keeps the listener's attention on the evolving narrative and lyrical content. Modern usage. Folk and blues roots. Widely used in folk music and blues, where lyricism and narrative drive are prioritized. Commonly adopted in traditional storytelling songs where the verse structure echoes the natural progression of a story. Adaptation in contemporary music. Some modern artists use the AAA form to focus on thematic depth or storytelling clarity. Allows artists to explore complex narratives without the interruption of refrains or contrasting sections. Conclusion. The AAA song form remains a powerful tool for storytellers in music, emphasizing lyrical content through its repetitive structure. Its timeless appeal and straightforward nature make it an enduring favorite for musicians who prioritize narrative over melodic variation.